you ready, ChatGPT?
Boy, oh boy, wowee! What is going on?
That's what I'm talking about. Let's get into it. Alright guys, in this video I'll be giving my predictions for the AFL biggest awards in 2023, and that is the Premiership, Brownlow, Rising Star and Coleman Medal. I'll also recap my 2022 predictions and see if I got any of them right. I also did a video just recently on my YouTube channel for my 2023 AFL ladder predictions, so if you want, check that out after this video. But just before I get into the video, I also like to mention that I just started this year doing memberships on my YouTube channel. Also got an exclusive members only Discord channel. If you sign up to be a member on my YouTube channel, you can join that exclusive Discord where we do trades, footy cards, there's prizes, regular prizes, as well as a bunch of stuff. It's good fun. So if you want to join that Discord, sign up for a membership and yeah, get around it. All right, so first up, I'm going to do the Rising Star. So for 2022, my last year's predictions, I had Jayson Horne-Francis, the #1 draft pick that went to North. As we know, that didn't go too well because he's jumped ship and got traded to Port Power, which I think he'll do quite well there. And as we know, Nick Dacos smashed it in 2022 and easily had one of the best first seasons of any player for a while now. So for 2023, my Rising Star prediction is going to be Will Ashcroft from the Brisbane Lions. He's had an impressive preseason and he's looking like he's getting a lot of time in the midfield. So, you know, he'll rack up the stats. He's showing a lot of maturity considering how young he is with the pill, making some good decisions. And yeah, he'll rack up some stats. I think he'll have some impressive games in the 2023 season. And yeah, he'll take the Rising Star. All right, so next up, we've got the Coleman Medal, the most goals kicked in the AFL home and away season. For 2022, I had Jeremy Cameron from the Cats, but he finished equal third, tied in 2022 alongside his teammate Tommy Hawkins on 59 goals. And as we know, Charlie Curnow from the Carlton Blues won the Coleman with 64 goals. So for 2023, for the Coleman, I'm going to go with Jeremy Cameron again. Let's see how he does. He's getting a bit of time in the midfield, coming up the ground in the 2022 season. So hopefully he stays back. And as I predicted last year, which didn't go right for me, that I thought Tom Hawkins getting a bit older now. I think he's like 35 years old. He's going to start to slow down, but that didn't happen. So I'm going to predict that this year. I'm going to give the same prediction a year on, so we'll see how that goes. So Jeremy Cameron was a previous Coleman medalist in 2019 with the GWS Giants before he moved to the Cats. And I think Geelong will continue to be one of the best teams in the comp. So they'll get the ball up forward to him, give him a lot of opportunities to rack up those goals. All right, so moving on, we've got the biggest individual award, and that is the Brownlow. So in 2022 last year, I predicted the Bont, the captain of the Western Bulldogs, would win the Brownlow. He actually had a pretty quiet season for his standards and previous recent years, but another captain stepped up to the plate and won the Brownlow, and that is none other than Paddy Cripps, captain of the Blues. He was an absolute star, and yeah, awesome, very well deserved Brownlow win for 2022. All right, so now on to my 2023 Brownlow prediction. The Brownlow is easily one of the most difficult things I find to try to predict every year. Will Paddy Cripps go back to back? I think it'll be largely dependent on if his body holds up. He's had some injuries in the past that trouble him, so if he can stay fit, he may be a chance. I'm expecting a big year from the Blues, and unfortunately with Sam Walsh out for the first month of the season with a back injury, the heat will be on Cripper in the midfield. I have both Clayton Oliver and Christian Petrarca from the D's up there as well, but I think they might steal Brownlow votes off of each other. Lachie Neale is a strong chance again, previously winning the Brownlow in 2020 and nearly winning it, coming second place last year in 2022, only 1 point behind Paddy Cripps. It'll be Neale's first year as co-captain of the Lions alongside Harris Andrews for 2023. So it'll be interesting to see if the extra responsibilities of being a co-captain will affect his performance on the field. I've also got the Bont, obviously, he's an absolute star. Andrew Brayshaw had an amazing season in 2022. The young gun stepped up. I think he's going to continue to do well. Jack Steele, a bit of a quiet season for him last year, 2022, but I think he will dominate this season. And then Touk Miller is also a strong contender. But my Brownlow prediction for 2023 is going to be Callum Mills from the Sydney Swans. Mills has done well in the last 2 seasons, finishing with the most Brownlow votes for any Sydney Swan in 2021 and 2022. In 2022, he finished 7th overall in the Brownlow, so I believe Sydney's going to have another strong season for 2023, which will give him good opportunities to win votes. I believe it will only be dependent on the young star Chad Warner's season at the Swans and if he'll still votes off of Mills. And finally, I've got the Premiership. So last year, 2022, I predicted, like I think 99% of people, that the Demons would go back-to-back after an amazing 2021 season and Premiership. As we know, the Cats were amazing, finishing minor premiers on top of the ladder and winning the Premiership. It is absolutely insane how Chris Scott and the recruitment and coaching staff continue to rebuild this club to be one of the most dominant teams in the modern era, winning premierships in 2007, 2009 and 2011. That, and in the last 5 seasons, their finishing ladder positions are 8th, 1st, 4th, 3rd and 1st. That's amazingly consistent, making finals every year. And if you checked out my 2023 ladder predictions video, I have the Cats finishing 2nd on the ladder. So another year to make finals. I think they're going to be still up there. But for my 2023 Premiership prediction, it's going to be who I had as minor premiers. Spoiler alert on the last video, if you haven't seen it yet, it's the Carlton Blues, that's right. I think 2023 will be the Blues year, but they'll need to stay injury-free in the second half of the season and in finals, particularly for Paddy Cripps and Walshy in the midfield, and Charlie Curnow and Mackay up forward. They were showing the goods for the first half of the 2022 season, but then absolutely bombed in that final third, missing out on finals in 9th position. So I think they'll have some more consistency this year, but it will be dependent on those key players to stay injury-free. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the vid. As always, let me know in the comments below who are your predictions for the 2023 Premiership team. Brownlow, Coleman, Rising Star, let me know. Looking forward to hearing your thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe, guys. We've got the AFL season kicking off. Absolutely pumped for that. The release of select footy stars and team coach 2023 footy cards. Gonna have the weekly footy card battle videos back, so absolutely pumped for that. And stay tuned. I'll speak to you soon. See ya.